Israel is telling Hamas it will not compromise on the return of the remaining bodies in Gaza. That includes those of Ela Haimi. He was an IDF soldier who left the family's safe room on October 7th to defend his family. His loved ones are hoping they can finally give him a proper burial more than 2 years later. Joining me now is his wife, Ela Haimi. Ela, thank you so much for being with us. First off, our sincere love to you and your family for what you're going through right now. I wonder if you might share a little bit about who your husband, Tal, was. The idea that he would leave a safe room where presumably you and the family were protected to go out and try to defend more family members. It says a lot about him, but tell us who he was.
Hi, yes. Tal, my beloved husband, he was the fourth generation in the kibbutz. On October 7, we had 3 kids and another one I was in the beginning of my pregnancy. Tal was a person of missions. He was a mechanical engineering, and he had a mission that day to protect us, to protect me, the kids, his kibbutz. Tal was, like I said, a mechanical engineering, and he volunteered as the commander of the first response team. He thought he needs to protect us just for 20 minutes, but then it becomes hours. And he knew I'm alone, and he knew I'm pregnant. And after all of this, he went out to protect us, and this is why we need to bring him back.
How are you coping with the latest news that the remaining hostages, the bodies of the remaining hostages, including your beloved, may be more difficult to find?
The IDF told me it may be a little bit hard to find them, and I can wait as long as they will come back. But I think that Hamas killed him, buried him, and kidnapped him before he buried him. This is his responsibility to go and bring and dig and do whatever need to bring him back. If they need help, they can ask for help. But this is not my responsibility. It's not the Israeli responsibility. This is the first line in the deal. And if it's not completed, we cannot move to the second. And this is also for the Gaza people, that they can move on with their life and to build again the strip, Gaza Strip. So I don't know why are they waiting. This is some kind of terror, psychological terror, but it is a terror.
And what you're referencing is the peace proposal put forth by President Trump, which has as this first point in that 20-point proposal the return of all the hostages, including the remains of hostages. And so for you, there is no point 2 until point 1 is fully complete. And you and your children only returned to the home that you shared with Tal this past summer. Can you, I know it's incredibly difficult, but can you give us a sense of how you and especially the children are feeling being back in the home where just 2 years ago terrorists stormed across the kibbutz to take the lives of so many?
Yeah, it's true. We came back 3 months ago. At the beginning, it was hard, but now it feels good. The kids waited to come back home, although we had terrorists and shooting outside. And we have one kid that he never been in this home, and everything is new for him because he's baby, and he was born 7 months later. And we love the kibbutz, and I think Tal and his friends died for us that we can live in this place.
Finally, many religions have very solemn ceremonies that are related to bringing home deceased loved ones and burying them in a proper way. Can you just, for our viewers, explain what it means in Jewish tradition to have the remains of your family members, of the people that you loved, to find their final resting place?
Yeah, I think that Tal deserve the honor to be buried in Kibbutz Nir Yitzchak and not to be in some tunnel in the Gaza Strip or I don't know where. And also, you have to understand that Tal's kids, have questions, and they have uncertainty, and they are not sure that he's dead, because they say, if there is no body, so maybe he's alive, maybe he will come alive, but it's not true. Tal is dead. And for the kids, it's very important to see the closure.
That is incredibly heartbreaking. Ela Haimi, my prayer for you and my wish for you is that Tal and all the remaining hostages are returned. As you say, it is critical, not just for Israelis, but also for the Palestinians living in the Gaza Strip to finally find a path forward for them, one that is one with peace and the rebuilding of the Gaza Strip, and for you and the other Israeli families waiting for their loved ones to have closure, and especially those kids who I can completely see how young children, because of the innocence of youth, would believe that their father is still alive. And of course, he'll never die. He'll always be in your hearts and your minds. But I know it must be very difficult until that body is returned.
Yeah, I just want to say that Tal was a simple person. We were a simple family. We believed in peace. We still believe. And Tal liked to do sandwiches in the morning, making dinner, reading books before sleeping. Just a regular family like you and me. And we just want to live a regular life.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I know it was incredibly difficult to do so, and I'm just happy that people are able to hear your story and to hear your plea. And as I said, my wish for you is that Tal is returned to you and the children very, very quickly. Thank you so much.